All right. Well, I got the bunk currently pulled out of the van, so I thought this might be a good time to take a look at the first real structural components that I made for the interior of the van. And I don't know if I mentioned, but I used 80/20 aluminum extrusion throughout the interior of the van for the framework for all the cabinetry. So these first components, I call them the hubs, and they're basically the cabinets that I designed and built to go over the wheel hubs. And they house the systems, and they also create supports for the bunk panel itself. I made the bunk so it can slide in and out. And like I said, right now I have the bunk removed, so it's a good time to take a look at the cabinets. So I'll show you what I got. Okay, so here's the cabinets in the back of the van, and you can see I've got two, I call them hubs. I've got one on the left-hand side and one on the right-hand side, and the bunk itself spans those cabinets. And the bunk installs on some slides that I've bearing pads that I've included on the top of these cabinets. I'll show you real quick. You can see that's on this left side. The 80/20 slides in here, and it follows this track, engages that fitting up front, and then I tighten it down with this friction knob and fasten that to hold the bunk in. I have one of those on both the left and the right hand side. So the right hand side hub is designed to primarily hold the electrical systems, in addition obviously to hold the bunk. But this cabinet, that's what this access panel is for. And inside here I've got my solar panel, solar electrical system. Most of the components, inverter is up there. But anyway, I'll go over the electrical system in more detail in a later video. But yeah, I use these little quarter turns on all these, inexpensive, easy. I put grills in this panel. This, the lower part, this is my circuit breaker panel for 12 volt. It's a combo of 12 volt and 110 breakers. Because like I said, I did put an inverter in here, so we have 110 outlets. And the back of this, I have a switch right here. This is a light switch that operates the garage area light that mounts on the underside of the bunk. So when I slide it in, the bunk in, there's a light that's on the underside of the bunk, and I put a connection on there, and then when I slide the bunk in, I bring this over and I hook it up. And then I've got some light for accessing and grabbing gear out from underneath the bunk in the garage area. And then down below, I put a 110 outlet. This is all just, just trim work that I added to it. I don't know, I got a little artsy on some of this stuff, I guess. Moving forward for this hub, so like I said, it's all 80/20 framework. That's what all this is. This handle, it's just an assist handle for holding on to, moving around inside the van. That's 80/20 component. And then this is just a general storage area. Down here in the hub is the inverter, more electrical systems. And then this right here is a switch for an exterior light, on off. And then I've got it on a dimmer. And this is a 12 volt outlet for discharging components. This is another bench. I'll go over that later. And yeah, this I will go over in more detail as well later. These are some slides that they slide out, and they support the part of the bunk. And I'll talk more about that when I go over the bunk in detail. So I have that on both sides. So this left-hand hub, very similar in design, general storage, the slide component, handle, and then this area here houses the water system. So it's electrical on the right side of the van and plumbing system on the left side over here. There's another track for the bunk that I spoke about. And then in this side, this door panel here is simply so I can easily, this is my water tank. It's in here. It's designed to, I bought that. Oh, I can't remember who provided that. I should remember. But it's a molded tank, 20-gallon tank. It's behind this access panel as well, and it straddles the hub. It's designed to wrap around the wheel hub. And then this panel, this door, is just so I can easily look in and see what my water level is. I know, you know, that's like pretty high tech, I know, right? So that's what that's for. This is just a closeout panel, as well as that one up front. That's another removable panel. And this one, I hinge this and put a door on here so I can easily get to the plumbing system. And then there's the tank down there. And I used PEX on all my plumbing. There's the pump and accumulator. I'll go over that as well in a different video. But that's this cabinet. And then on the back, this is a spray attachment, so I can hook up a bike wash, or maybe at a later time tie in some to a shower that would mount on this back door. And then down here is my fill port. These are just closeouts that I made that go on just to try to hide the system's wiring behind this one, and just close it out and make it all look finished. But yeah, those are the hubs. I'll do additional videos to show a little more of the build in detail.